Hey everybody, I am Heidelin with Austin Entertainment Management, here with my furry co-host, Stormy. She's been playing with her pink elephant. Mike was unable to join us today, but that's okay. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about the power of community. And just in case you guys didn't realize, while you're watching this live, you can chat in the chat and I can see when you chat and I'll be able to answer your questions if you have any. So we're talking about the power of community and how we all can impact each other today. And it doesn't just mean if you are a musician, but there's lots of roles within the music industry. There's lots of ways to help out the music scene if you're a fan and you really want to help. So we're going to be focused a little bit more on that today. If you're a fan, what are ways that you are able to help musicians? Before I do that, of course, I've got announcements today. And so I've made some updates on the Austin Entertainment Management page. So here we are. We're at halisthebomb.com. And one of the first things that I want to show you is the new tab for the Broda-Zafa Sound Garden. And the Broda-Zafa is in Kaukauna, Wisconsin, and a perfect example of music community. So Kelly and Brody were trying to figure out what are they going to do with their backyard. And COVID happened, and a lot of great places where local music was played closed. So everybody was kind of talking about, wow, wouldn't it be cool if we just did our own thing? And so that's what Brody and Kelly have done. And so we've just wrapped up talking about Farmapalooza. That was my chance to really experience the community that Kelly and Brody have created at the Broda-Zafa. And then coming up is Farm Stock, which is Friday, July 14th and July 15th. So that is coming up. If you're around Wisconsin, this is a great event for you to go to, experience some local music from Wisconsin. And their big news from this festival is that Scotty Austin from Saving Abel is going to be there. So we were unable to get the time together to interview all the bands that are playing for Farm Stock. But that is what you have to look forward to for the next event that's coming up for Farmageddon. We're going to be interviewing all of the bands that you see here that we can get in before this event. So what's cool about this page is, let's just say you missed Farmapalooza, you can click on the picture and we've got event recaps and we've got videos and pictures and all of the replays from the interviews from those bands in case you missed it. So that's kind of our announcements for this week. Oh, I do want to mention and say we're deeply sorry. Schroeder and I were not able to get together last week to do our interview, so that did not air on Friday. But we are working on a time that we can get together and schedule that. He is going to be the speaker for our Monday Get Discovered Networking and Education event. So that is going to be, I always forget to write these dates down before I come on here and talk about things. That's going to be on the 17th of July. And you can go to halisthebomb.com to register for that. So, okay, now I want to talk more about music community and the importance of music community. I feel like from my own personal experience, as I try to build a group or collaborate with other people, a lot of times, even though I was working with a group, I felt very alone because I was doing a lot of the work, the stuff that's hard about having a music business. And even when I tried to have discussions with different members of the band, some were into it, but others not so much. So it made it very hard for us all to kind of be on the same page. So sometimes it's important for you to reach outside of your small group and talk to other musicians that are doing things. And that's going to give you new ideas for what you could do. It gives you hope and motivation and gets you excited to do more because you see that other people are doing more and they're succeeding at it. So what we've done with Austin Entertainment Management is create a mastermind group for musicians. And if you do just a quick Google for masterminds for entrepreneurs, masterminds oftentimes can cost thousands of dollars. What we are trying to do is make the barrier of entry with money for musicians a lot lower so that musicians can come in and expand their mind to what's possible for them to achieve by working with other musicians that are working toward a bigger goal. So as a way to support that, we have some sponsorship memberships. So being a sponsor with Austin Entertainment Management means that you're going to support a musician and help them get some networking and education and mastermind time that they otherwise wouldn't have been able to get because they haven't gotten to the financial stability to be able to invest in themselves. So let's see, I lost my screen. Let me share this again. So now we're on the AEM page, and this is the music fans and supporters page. So we've got a bunch of awesome sponsors here so far. We've got Complete Weddings and Events, Wilder Business Success, Stay Tuned Studios, which, by the way, on Mondays, they have a really great special for studio time. So if you're in the Jacksonville, Florida area, call up Stay Tuned Studios if Monday is a great practice day for you because there are discounts. Recently, we've added Scout Wisconsin Music, which is a great website to introduce you to all kinds of genres of music that's coming out of Wisconsin. We've got Brandscribed with Jeff Glauser and My Career Assist. It's my friend Ed. He is helping people figure out a strategy for financial stability and living the life that you want to live. So love what he's doing with his processes. We've got the Essential Academy and Wanderlust Elevated, which really, again, helps you tell your story of where you're headed so that you can attract the right people. So those are some of the sponsors that we have already. And then we just mentioned here that we're sponsoring the Broda's Office Sound Garden, which supports building community and in a sense where it's a live event. So the first level of sponsorship is you just love what we're doing here and you just want to give us a couple dollars, just buy us a beer to support our cause. Every little bit helps, especially if everyone that's out there that's watching just contributes a couple dollars. we can apply that toward our musicians, and we can really help them get other opportunities. For people that have businesses or have something that they want to promote themselves, especially within the music industry, it's a great opportunity for you as an education sponsor or a VIP event sponsor. So when you go to our page, you can find out more and click over here, and it takes you over to our Buy Me a Coffee page. And so the membership options are here. You can support a musician for $100 a month. And you're going to get invites to our private events. Now, mind you, a lot of our events are online, so you don't have to worry if where you live. You're going to get an invite to our private events, and just because it's online doesn't mean that it's not going to be as fun. But it's the next best thing to flying us all together to be in one place, although that is definitely on my list of things to do. Getting to that soon. So you're going to get free and discounted extras. There's a lot of stuff that's in the pipeline that we're working on that hasn't been announced yet. And you can also nominate a musician that you think is great and you'd love to see make it. You can refer musicians to us, and we can then apply your sponsorship toward that musician if they're interested in joining. And you're also going to get work in progress updates to find out how your sponsor is doing. So this level is great just to support someone that's in the music scene. Now, the next level is a little bit higher of a level per month, but you're going to get some advertising yourself. So when you sign up to this level, we're going to sit down and talk to you about how you want to promote your business if you have one. And not only that, you're going to get a 90-minute onboarding to connect you to any resources that might help out you in your business and connecting with your audience. We're also going to give you lots of shout outs during the lives and in our monthly meetings. If your target audience is to get in front of musicians or people that are in the music industry, this is a good opportunity for you. And then finally, the VIP event sponsors. These are the people that want to help us put on events. And so this is a little bit more of a discussion. We're looking for 8 special event sponsors that want to do something big, something fun, something that everyone who enjoys music can tap in and enjoy a weekend together of music, and most importantly, community. So if you're curious about the sponsorships and how they work, you don't have to just go through the website and read what's there. We're just getting a lot of this set up, so you might have questions. And so you can reach out to me, and I'm going to give you my phone number right now. That number is 920-517-3180. And you're probably going to get my voicemail, and you're going to hear Heidelin Coaching. My company is one of the #1 sponsors of Austin Entertainment Management. It was at the end of 2021 that Hal Austin came to me with this idea of wanting to help musicians in Jacksonville, Florida. And he talked to me because he knew that I was interested in inspiring and helping other musicians, that I was personally working on my own music goals. And so we put our heads together on this project. What I want to contribute to the music community as a sponsor is being able to help musicians get out of their own way. I know in my own life, the reason why I didn't do half the things that I said I was going to do is just because of what I was thinking about. And so I am a positive intelligence coach and I teach mental fitness. And I think music mental fitness has been one of the biggest turning points for me as far as me believing in what I could achieve and where I'm going to go from here. I do not want to go on this journey on my own. I could, and maybe it would even be easier if I did. But I know that there are people out there that are listening that have that passion inside of themselves and that desire to do something, but you don't have enough time in the day between your job and your family, and you're trying to squish in your creativity where you can. And you don't have the money that you want to have just some of the basic things in life that you want in some cases, but then you're also trying to have this hobby, which is all that it is when you're not making money, that's just costing more and more money. So how do you make it so that you can support yourself on doing music? And it starts to just feel impossible. So that gets back to where I started, where you feel very alone, especially when the people that you're directly collaborating with are kind of also jaded and feel like they're going to have to settle for just, this is all we can do. And I don't believe that. I believe that each and every one of you have something very special inside of yourselves, and that there are people out there just waiting for whatever that creation is. So don't let those people down. Tap into the power of community. It's going to give you hope. It's going to give you inspiration. And just because you are not creating the music does not mean that you are not an important part of the music industry. You could be the producers out there that are recording the music. You could be the managers that are out there that are making sure that everything runs smoothly so that the show goes on time the way that it's supposed to. You could be someone that helps with the social media marketing, because for a lot of musicians that I talk to, the social media part of it is not the most fun part of the job or the easiest. But when we all work together as a team and everybody does what they're good at, then we can all be happy and thrive in our skills and grow together. And that is the purpose of Austin Entertainment Management, so that we have a thriving global music community and that we all work together so that that gift, that creative expression inside of each of ourselves that's meant to connect us to other human beings can easily be released. You can overcome the time and the energy and the money problems. Those are the conversations that we're having here. So if you want to support a thriving music community, visit our Austin Entertainment Management page, howlisthebomb.com. Go to our music community tab and check out what we have to offer. So I'm going to wrap up for today. And no interview this Friday. I don't have anything lined up for that. So we will see you again next week. I have a special guest that is coming up next week, and I will be posting more information about that in the coming days. So until then, I'm Heidelin with Austin Entertainment.